Hey guys, so I'm trying to film this video, having the camera kind of hang off my hutch here into my jar. Welcome to the third week of witchcrafting. I am your Saturday host, Windora, and today I'm going to do a protection jar that I do for every member of my family in my home. And I thought I would share one with you. I want to do my own here with you guys today because for some reason I never made one for myself, and I think it's very wise to make one for yourself because you are very important to your family unit as well as your child and fiance or husband or whoever. So I'm going to show you how I do mine, and yeah. So I like to use a jar of some sort, so I just got a mason jar form here. You can use, any type of jar you have around. You don't have to use one of these. You will need some herbs. How I picked my herbs is I'm honestly the type of person that goes up to my herb area and I'm like, what do I want and what's going to work in my spell work, and I grab it. So you're going to need something you can make. You need something to make like your human form. Today I'm going to be using sticks that are just, this is going to be my body, my legs, and I'm going to use the cinnamon stick for my arms, or you can use clay and make a form, or you can use, you can make a form out of anything as long as you have that form and it fits inside your jar. You're going to need something personal of the item, personal from the person that you're making it for. I'll be able to use my own hair. I've used cutting socks of my fiance's to have his sweat, his DNA off of that and putting it in there. You can do anything as long as it's very personal to the person. So yeah, I'm going to show you what I do here and try to make it kind of snappy and fast. I might go back and do it later, so if it seems kind of fast, I'm doing it because I don't want the video taking forever. And we're heading to the zoo, so I thought it'd be a good time to make this for myself because I don't like driving up into the big city. So first I'm going to get started here. First what I'm going to put in there is the form to make myself. So here I have my body. I have my body, which I stick in, and I see the intent of that being a form of me, and my my legs here, and then I'm grabbing my cinnamon sticks here. Cinnamon is very, very, very good for protection, so it's amazing to have this in here. Now, those are my arms. And last but not least, I forgot to get this out. Shame, shame. Where are you? Well, I normally use, sorry about my arm view, buckeyes for the head in mine, but you know what? I think I'm all out because I don't see them. So I want to use a peach heart. I'm going to put two in actually. I'm being drawn to put in two. One for my heart and one for my head. Put those in there. I'm going to put in the intent of that, visualizing that connected to me. And you'll be able to tell by the feeling, mine's all through me, honestly, through my arms, mainly starts in my hands, and I can just feel like heat and generating energy. I don't even know how to explain it. And then I always put rosemary and cinnamon in most of all my spell workings, so I'm just going to add some of this, some rosemary. Again, like I said, I do a lot of my stuff on what my gut tells me. If it tells me to pour more, I pour more. If it tells me to crumble it up, I crumble it up. And again, I am asking the rosemary for its protection, to protect and watch over me. And again, I put in my intent. Another thing I love to use for protection is eggshells. I got some eggshells here, sorry I'm in your light. I love to use eggshells because they are a form of protection. They protect the yolk and the life within it. And again, concentrating, asking their eggshells to lend its protecting energy to protect and watch over me. I was drawn to put in dragon's root for protection, which the label here tells you it's for protection. If you can see it, full focus. Normally I don't use not dragon's root, mandrake root, but like I said, the gut called to it, and so I'm adding it to the jar as well. And then carry-away seeds, they're good for anti-theft, protection, mental power, and that's a great thing you want when you have protection. You don't want any theft coming towards you. You want your mind to stay strong. So carry-away seeds is what I'm adding in here. And again, intention. And then I was drawn to add jasmine to this. If you guys know, may or may not know, Isis is my goddess that I am not yet devoted to, but I very much worship and work with. And jasmine just reminds me of her. So I'm going to add that in there to incorporate her into my protection, to have her protect and watch over me. There you go. Keep getting in the light, sorry. And again, I put my intent. And the thing I learned from Lady Grove Dancer that I really like is pushing it into the jar and feeling it, pushing that energy into the jar. So I always normally come at it at this angle to push in my intent and energy of protection. Then something unique I'm adding to mine is this is a jar of dirt from where my dog Hooch used to play and pretty much lived most of his life. And I feel his energy in this jar. And I'm going to put some of this dirt into this jar for him to protect and watch over me. He was a very great pet of mine. He was my fur baby for sure, and he always protected and watched over me. And I felt very safe with him, and I feel he still does it in the afterlife. So I'm adding that as well. Again, intention. And you want to do it until you feel satisfied, that you feel that energy coming out of the jar. You don't want to rush anything, okay? And then I'm going to add some garnet for protection. Little chips here, just a couple. Tourmaline's great for this. I normally like to add quartz to help amplify that energy. And amethyst, I'm always drawn to amethyst, and I always add it to anything I normally do for myself. So I'm adding some amethyst in here to protect me pretty much on the spiritual and mental realm as well. And then I'm going to add a piece of my hair to make it personal, and my personal piece. Some people like to put this in the beginning, at the end, whatever happens with you, you feel drawn to. And then you're just going to push in all the intent and energy until you feel that pushing back. You will feel that it's full and you can't put any more in. Then you seal it up. You seal it up nice and good. And as of now, I feel you shouldn't open them again. And if you want to direct more energy in them, you just hold the jar and do it through the glass. I really think you should use clear. In my opinion, I feel those work best. But you seal it up, you don't open it. I like to put them under our beds so they're always in connection with us. They're always connected to us and our energies. And that's my personal opinion on it, and that's what I do. I have one for my son, I have one for my fiance. They're all underneath our beds. They sit underneath there. And on occasion, when I feel drawn to do it, I go back to them and I just kind of push more energy through the glass into the jar. I never open it. And I put more intent and energy into them. Now, the reason I feel open in it, and it could change in the future, my views on this, but the reason I feel you shouldn't open it is it kind of takes that concentrated energy, all this concentration I just did in this jar, is now going to be released, and I don't want that. I want to stay concentrated on that person so they're always protected when in and out of this home, and that they are watched over and protected with my magic. So I never thought I would share my actual magical practice or anything on YouTube, but I was felt drawn to do this, and so I did it, and this is just my view on how I do it. If you want to do it a different way, do it a different way. If you feel drawn to do it a different way, do it a different way. You do not have to follow the way I did it. I don't follow a book or anything. Like I said, I pretty much go off my gut and what the herbs and magic around me tells me to do. So that's how I do my protection jars. I'm going to finish this one up here off camera so I can put more directed and more focused energy into it. And then, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the craft, enjoyed the protection jar, and if you have any questions or anything, let me know. Or if you have something you do, let us know in the comments below. Every little detail helps. So blessings, guys, and as always, I'll see you at the next one. Keep watching Witchcrafting, and we will see you later. Bye.